Hello, listeners. Welcome to Blood, Sweat, and Tears, the podcast where we find a topic and fit its components into a tier list. In today's episode, we'll be creating a Thanksgiving food tier list. I'm your host, Luke Webster. Joining me today is Jacob Steadman, a graphic design major here at Edinboro. Jake and I have been good friends for over 9 years, and this is his third appearance on Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Glad to have you back.
Thank you for having me again.
Yet again. Wasting another probably hour of your entire life.
Hey, man, these are fun.
They are fun.
I like these.
Yeah, especially, dude, all three of the ones we've done are food.
Oh, hey,
we're food experts.
What are you trying to say?
No, we're food experts.
That's some kind of fat joke, man?
No, man.
All right, let's get into this tier list.
All right, so I think we should talk about football.
Foosball.
A
little bit of foosball.
Foosball is the devil.
We got some action coming up. Thanksgiving. Who do you think's going to win each game? Let's talk about that.
All right, so what games we got here?
We got 12:30 Lions versus Bills.
Lions, Bills, man. I mean, obviously the most people are going to pick the Bills here.
The Lions are coming off a win.
Yeah, they're coming off a couple good wins here. They smacked the Vikings.
They did.
That was the Cowboys. Lions beat who? Was it I think Giants maybe?
The Lions beat the Giants 31-18.
Yeah. And let's see. Have they won? They won another game too.
The Lions are 4-6. They've beat the Commanders, no surprise. The Colts, the Bears, and the Giants.
Okay.
The Giants are the only substantial win that they've had. Every other game is literally by 1 point.
That's fair.
So
I mean, I'm gonna hope that the Bills win. There's no reason they should lose, but it could be like a trap game.
Mhm.
Like they're expecting to have such an easy game and they lose. But I'm gonna say Bills.
okay, yeah, I was gonna say Bills too. The Bills are a powerhouse this year, and I just feel like this is a cupcake game right here.
Oh yeah. So what we got next?
4:30 Giants Cowboys.
Giants Cowboys. This will be the one that everybody's watching while they're eating,
chowing down.
I'm probably gonna go with Cowboys, but the Giants have been looking pretty good this year.
The Giants have been looking good. Them boys have also been looking good.
Yeah,
too.
they just smashed the Vikings.
They're both 7-3, so this is
and
will
it's
be
a
a good
division game, division rivalry.
Mhm.
I think it'll be a close game.
Yeah.
But I think the Cowboys will take the edge.
I was gonna say Cowboys. I'm not a Cowboys fan though,
Neither
so
am I.
I would like to see the Giants win. I'll root for the Giants, but I feel like the Cowboys are gonna come out on top.
Yeah. Danny Dimes looks pretty good with the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And our last game, we got Patriots at Vikings.
Patriots at Vikings.
Is that our night game?
That's our night game, 8:20.
I like the Vikings in this
Yeah,
one.
I like the Vikings too.
Kirk did not look good that last game against the Cowboys, but
No,
Patriots are kind of stinking.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Vikings.
All right.
All right.
So that leads me to a question I got for you here.
All right.
Who do you think's gonna win the Super Bowl? Who you got?
Everett, let me back it up. Let's do AFC NFC Championship.
Okay.
And then from there, who you think the Super Bowl is going to be?
Okay.
AFC, I like Bills Chiefs again.
Yeah.
Rematch.
I feel like there's gonna be a rematch this year.
And
both teams are powerhouses this year.
Bills better win, man. I'm not a Bills fan, but I'm rooting for them. I'm a Steelers fan, and we're not going to make it to the playoffs this year. So I'm rooting for the Bills to go, and I want them to win.
I remember last year we went snowboarding.
Don't remind me.
The Chiefs-Bills game, and we drove separate, and we were driving to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch the game after snowboarding. And we got there, and it was just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
We
were so excited
sad.
and hungry to get our food and we were watching it in the car on the way over too.
Yep.
And it was, dude, and then what was it? How many seconds left and the Chiefs still got it?
There was like a minute left and the score changes just in that minute.
Man, they got to change those overtime rules, man. If they both got an equal chance, they would have had it. God, I'm going through so much pain just remembering it all now.
Sorry, I'm not working
Jake's
today.
got COVID. If you listen, you get COVID.
No!
You're going to catch it.
Guys. But yeah, I like the Chiefs Bills in the AFC Championship this year.
And I'm gonna say Bills make it to the Super Bowl from the AFC side.
Yeah, I would hope.
I hope. I don't want to see Chiefs in there again. NFC Championship. I think it's gonna be probably Vikings, Eagles, or Eagles, Cowboys.
Those three teams were, I mean, just looking at their records right now and how they're playing this year.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Vikings, Eagles too, just because those teams. I don't see the Cowboys making it to the NFC Championship.
They fold before they get there.
They do.
By the way, Dez dropped it.
Yep,
Yeah,
Dez didn't catch it. If you're a Cowboys fan, I'm sorry, but Dez didn't catch it.
Yeah.
So then that would lead to hopefully a Bills or Vikings, Eagles Super Bowl.
Yeah, I like it. How about they just do all three teams, like 3 teams playing?
Yeah,
the Super Bowl.
we'll make the field a triangle, and then just put them all out there
and invent a new game.
NFLopoly.
They're oh no. I think they're talking about making some changes to the Pro Bowl this year. I haven't heard exactly what, but I'm glad they are because nobody gives a hoot about the Pro Bowl.
So what they're doing is they're getting rid of the Pro Bowl. So there's not going to be a game. There's going to be a flag football game, but there's not going to be like an organized NFC, AFC, or I don't know how it works now.
That's exactly what the people want to see too.
Yeah.
And that's going to be so cool.
But there's going to be the skills competition. They're keeping that.
I love that.
But then it's just going to be like a pickup game of backyard football or something.
That's going to be sick.
Yeah.
I love the skills competition, and then that'll be a perfect addition because, man, the Pro Bowl I couldn't care less about it.
It's a waste of time.
It is.
It's like, wow, I get to see this quarterback throw a touchdown pass to a guy on another team.
And they don't try at all.
No.
Like, they do not try. All right. Well, I guess we better get started on this tier list. I imagine most of you are at this point in your in your day at Thanksgiving with your family when your little cousins are asking if you have games on your phone and you've slipped off into the lonely corner of your relative's house that you're in to try and ease out of here. So maybe you're listening to a little Blood, Sweat, and Tears to
done a little too much
take
fake
the edge
laughing.
off.
Yeah,
get away from your family.
Uncle Steve's jokes just aren't hitting this year.
Oh no!
Yeah,
but hopefully,
can't wait.
Hopefully, this will bring you some joy. Maybe you'll try something new at the
why not just play this during Thanksgiving? Like say grace, whip out a speaker, play it during Thanksgiving. Yeah, while you guys eat.
You know what? I like that, and then you don't have to hear the politic.
Yeah, you don't have to hear about your political uncle talk about some very controversial.
How
topics.
Uncle Jimmy got a raise this year or something.
Yeah.
All right, let's get
let's get this cruising.
Here, just slide it over.
All right, here we go. Let me slide my microphone over too.
All right, so starting off with the most obvious, piece of Thanksgiving.
Corn. Turkey.
Turkey.
Are you a white meat guy or a dark meat guy?
I'm a light meat guy.
I'm a dark meat guy.
No, I do enjoy dark meat as well. I'll eat it. I prefer like the turkey breast.
Okay.
And turkey's one of those things you better get it right. It is so easy to mess up a turkey and just like the number one thing is it's dry.
Yep.
And that's like the worst is having a dry turkey, but that happens so much and so often. But like you get it right and it's juicy and moist.
So good.
And buttery. And especially if you've ever had a fried turkey.
I've never had fried turkey.
Dude, we did it a couple of years. It was so good.
Oh.
But turkey, it is definitely not like S for me or anything.
No.
Honestly, I think I usually like sides better. For me,
I agree.
I think turkey is probably a B.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's where you were thinking.
I was thinking C because it's kind of like, it's a cliche for Thanksgiving.
It really
Everybody
is.
has turkey. And it's so easy to mess up that it's not
It's
something.
so easy for it to be dry.
I look more forward to other things on our list than I do the turkey.
Honestly, I might even hear you out for C.
Okay. Bumper
But
down.
I do have to say, when like the best that I've had and when it is good, it is really good. And it's like A.
Yeah.
Like give me a Gordon Ramsay turkey
Mhm.
and that'd be really good. Up next we got ham.
Mhm.
Good turkey alternative.
Turkey alternative ham.
I really like ham. And it's hard to mess up a ham.
It is.
Ham
It
is good.
I look forward more to Christmas dinner than I do Thanksgiving, just because we have ham on Christmas and turkey on Thanksgiving, and I love ham.
Ham is so good.
I look forward to like after Christmas, you have the leftover ham in the fridge,
Oh yeah.
and you get 2 pieces of bread, smack them together,
Oh, my
ham
goodness.
sandwich.
And
Delicious.
just like I love how it's sweet and it's got like the honey, kind of like a honey flavor to it. Ham is really good. Ham is A tier for me.
I agree. Ham is an A tier.
Next we got corn. It could be on the cob. It could not be on the cob. I feel like if I'm having corn, it's usually at Thanksgiving. It's usually cut.
Yep.
Like off the cob. I mean, corn is corn. If it's buttery, you know, it's good. I think it'd be better if you had some pizzazz, like make it street corn or something.
Have you ever had street corn?
Yeah. Well, not on the cob. I had like
gosh.
off the cob street corn.
I've had it on the cob. It is so good.
I need to try it.
Oh man.
But like straight up corn, it's usually just buttered. I mean, it's good.
It's all right.
solid,
I mean, it's
but
all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably like a C.
Yeah.
Kind of right there with turkey. It's not the first thing I'm gonna grab.
No, it's
What we got next?
cream corn.
Creamed corn,
We got
dude.
creamed corn. I've never had it. You take it away.
Oh, dude, creamed corn is so good. So you can just have straight up creamed corn, and then like you can get out of the can, and even the canned stuff is good. But I think they're referring to creamed corn casserole here,
Okay.
and creamed corn is sometimes what you put in cornbread. Sometimes some cornbreads will have creamed corn in it.
Okay.
So it's got a little more texture and like little corn pieces in it.
Mhm.
It's really good. I think it's like a solid B tier.
Okay. I believe you.
Because there were some things I would grab first on the plate, like the next one.
You know what the S in stuffing stands for?
Wait, what does it for superior?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Stuffing, easy S.
Easy.
You say anything else, you don't deserve to sit at my Thanksgiving table, and I will have all of the stuffing.
I don't like stuffing. It's too mushy. It's gross. It's just bread.
soggy bread.
It's just soggy bread.
It's soggy bread and
Guys,
and meat juice.
grow up.
Honestly,
Stuffing is so good.
stuffing is the best thing on the table for me.
Oh, I don't like it because there's vegetables in it sometimes. All right, buddy.
I do have to say, like, sometimes if there's like added stuff, like I kind of want it more plain. Like some people put craisins in it. I'm okay with that.
What's
Some-
what? Yeah.
Raisin cranberry.
I've never had
cranberry
craisins in my stuffing.
I like it. It adds a little pop of sweet. But sometimes there's celery, which I don't mind. But if it's like not blended in with it, it's a little weird. But like I love stuffing, man.
Stuffing rocks.
For me, there's literally nothing better at the Thanksgiving table.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of my favorite foods.
I've asked you this multiple times. I don't know if I've asked you it on the podcast. Do you like regular stuffing or the stuffing that you stuff in the turkey? I think I've asked you this. On
I
the
think
podcast.
so. I don't think it was on the podcast though. Maybe it was, but I know when it's not in the bird, it's technically called dressing. And that's what they do more in the South.
Okay.
So when stuffing is not in a bird and it's just made, it's dressing.
You see, I like that more than I would like a baked.
So you
stuffing.
don't like it in the bird as
No,
much?
I like it in the bird. yeah.
Oh, you do like it
I
in
do,
the bird.
yes.
So stuffing.
Mhm.
For me, I haven't had them side by side ever. I know it's more food safe to not have it inside the bird, but I do have to say when it's in the bird, it's a little more flavorful, like the drippings from the meat.
Yes.
So I'd probably prefer in the bird, but I have it more just dressing.
No matter what stuffing, though, I think it's an S tier.
Absolutely.
Easily.
Easily.
Up next, we got biscuits.
Biscuits. I haven't had them too often on Thanksgiving. Like, I mean, I've had them, but like, dude, good biscuits are like, whew.
Yeah. We have bread rolls more often than we'd have like biscuits.
I feel like down south, you probably have more biscuits. And dude, like, let me just walk into someone's house in Georgia and get a biscuit. Like, it'll probably be the best thing you ever have.
Yeah.
Biscuits are solid A.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Biscuits are good. Get a nice flaky biscuit.
Absolutely.
Throw a little butter on there, a little bit of honey maybe.
Oh, what's up next?
Up next we got cornbread.
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 Dude.
I'm so excited for Thanksgiving.
I'd put cornbread next
year.
Yes, dude. Cornbread is the best.
Cornbread rocks.
Especially like a little honey and some butter on it. Do you put honey on yours at all, or have you?
I do. I do that more on biscuits, but I'll put butter on cornbread.
Yeah, like butter, dude. Reheating it or just hot out of the oven in general, dude. Cornbread is really good.
So good.
Unless it's dry, then it's
it's got to be a good cornbread.
You can't overbreak it.
Yeah. And then sticking with carbs, we got bread rolls.
Bread rolls. So whenever I think of these, I mean, I'm thinking of King's Hawaiian, I guess. And dude, those slap.
Yeah, dude.
Especially just like cut it open, put a little bit of butter, dude. Oh my gosh. So
good. So easy too.
These are ARS as well. Do you like it as much as cornbread or stuffing?
I like cornbread and stuffing a lot more than I like rolls. But a good roll is good.
Dude, a King's Hawaiian, I don't even care that it's like cheap and it's like a store-bought thing. It's so good.
Those King's Hawaiian are so good.
They do hit with some butter. I just don't know if it's quite there with stuffing and cornbread.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think it's an A.
Easily. Yeah. I'm on board.
All right. Up next we got mashed potatoes. Mashed taters.
Dude, solid. This is high A, maybe even into S. Especially like when you get really good mashed potatoes. You ever had like, it's almost more of a casserole, like mashed potato casserole. Like it's kind of baked in like a pan, like after you've boiled them and smashed them.
I've never had mashed potato casserole.
I don't even know if it'd be casserole, but like, so my aunt makes it and she adds a lot of stuff to it. Like, I think it'd be like probably sour cream and just like a bunch of stuff. And it's so bad for you, but it's so good, dude. But mashed potatoes are good.
I want to say A for mashed potatoes.
I think A as well, because I'd still like stuffing would still be covering more of my plate.
All right. Up next we got mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Kind of a sleeper on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had mac and cheese that often on Thanksgiving, but
I'd say that like it depends on your family. Like some people will always have it and some people don't. Dude, my grandma's mac and cheese. Grandma, if you're listening, you have the best mac and cheese. And I want you to know that. Your mac and cheese is so good. And oh man, and just mac and cheese in general, dude, like it's so good. I think it's probably like an S tier. Like, I don't know about on Thanksgiving, maybe A.
Mac and cheese by itself is an S tier. I feel like on Thanksgiving,
there are better things because mac and cheese is kind of like, I don't know. I feel like that's there more for the kids.
That's on the kids' table
that are picky.
Yeah.
But like a good mac and cheese, like a baked, like casserole style, like macaroni pie.
Oh my gosh.
Is really good. I'm going to put it in A.
Okay.
I like A for
I like it up there.
I like how, like we're saying A as if it's like a disrespect when it's like the second highest thing that there is.
I'd have it. I'd have mac and cheese more than I'd have turkey.
Absolutely. What we got next?
We got brown gravy.
Dude, gravy is a solid staple to Thanksgiving.
Yep.
I don't know about you, but like I'm always going to have gravy somewhere on my plate. Usually on my turkey.
On the potatoes. On the turkey.
I always put it on my turkey because if the turkey is dry, that's kind of what helps you get it down. Gravy's good, man. You put it on just about everything on the list. And it's kind of what, I shouldn't say it makes Thanksgiving, but like without it, you definitely feel like something's missing.
Yeah, I agree. It's one of those things that, oh man, I got gravy in my corn. All right, that's fine. Whatever. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. It works on pretty much everything. So
I think it carries a lot of responsibility. And I think for that, probably A or S as well.
Okay. You see, I'm thinking just for the versatility, it goes in S.
I think so too, because it can go on almost anything on your plate.
And like you said, without it, it feels like something's missing. So it's like a key element to Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And you have that gravy boat sitting in the middle of the table.
Pass that gravy, bro.
Give me that boat, son.
Oh, man.
Let me drive the boat.
Let me drive the boat.
What we got next?
Next we got Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
A little vegetable action
man.
going on here.
Dude, my mom makes some good Brussels sprouts.
If you don't like Brussels sprouts, you're 5 years old.
you need to grow up.
They smell like farts.
Oh, they're green.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Brussels sprouts are so good.
They
if you
rock.
bake them
Yes.
and then put a little balsamic on top.
Oh yeah.
Holy moly.
My mom makes them, dude, and just like she does it so simple, but it's perfect every time.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the best parts is those crispy outside layers if you let them bake long enough.
Yeah.
There's like the little crispy leaves, or not the leaves, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, the outside.
Brussels sprouts are good, man. I don't have them at Thanksgiving a lot, but when I do, it is a treat.
Yes.
Man, these might be another like A for me.
Yeah, I agree in A. I was gonna say maybe B, just because I don't have them that often on Thanksgiving.
You know what? I do. I like B.
Okay.
And I still would have more of other things here on this list on my plate.
Yeah.
That like I'd still make a nice little spot for it, but it wouldn't be like taking up a big part of my plate.
Up next we got roasted vegetables.
Roasted vegetables. So I guess this is just like any roasted
This is
vegetables.
I guess this is kind of the same as Brussels sprouts. It's like carrots and
I'll
Brussels
put a
sprouts
couple on
and
my
broccoli.
plate to make I'll make up an aunt's name that I don't have.
Aunt Judy.
Cassandra. Aunt Judy.
Aunt Cassandra.
To make Aunt Cassandra happy because she brought them. But like, like, oh look, someone has roasted veggies on their plate. I guess it depends which ones. Because if it was like zucchini, yeah, pass it over, man. I'll take some of that. But if it's just like potatoes, whenever we already have mashed potatoes and like, I don't even know what else. But like, it's, I think probably like a D.
Yeah, maybe a D, just because it's just vegetables.
And like when you see all those other things at the table, you're gonna grab so much more of everything.
Yeah,
else.
I'm gonna grab so much stuffing instead of roasted vegetables.
Oh yeah. Up next we got candied yams and sweet potato casserole. I don't know if we want to just kind of put these as their own thing.
So I have very
like
separate opinions about both of them.
Okay.
Candied yams, I guess, is just kind of like squash.
Yeah.
So
okay.
like, we'll call it squash for the sake of.
Well, but it's like yams are essentially sweet potatoes, right?
Yeah.
Like they're very close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like cousins.
Yeah.
I think.
They're close
They're
cousins.
Straight up yams or squash, I enjoy, but I'm gonna pick up some sweet potato
I'm
casserole.
confused of where are you getting squash from? Because it's like it's a potato. Right? I'm sorry if I'm upsetting.
So
you.
in my house, we called it squash.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Because for me, squash is like zucchini, butternut squash, spaghetti squash. I could be wrong though. I mean, I see how they're
So they are different, but I think what we did when I was a kid was sometimes we had squash and sometimes we had like sweet potatoes.
Okay, like prepared the same way, like
But
candied.
I was kind of stupid and I called it squash.
Well, you know what else might be? So you know how they have sweet potato pie, almost exactly like pumpkin pie, but they make it with sweet potatoes instead. And squash or pumpkin is a squash. So I don't know if that might be where somehow you got that, but.
Up next, we got candied yams. I don't know why I called it squash all the time.
Hey man, whenever we had tuna casserole at my house when I was a kid, I couldn't say tuna casserole. I called it tootin'.
Tootin'
And now,
casserole.
anytime we have it, it is forever tootin'.
So, okay. Candied yams.
Candied yams.
These are different.
Yeah.
Well, they're kind of the same, but forget I said squash.
I don't know if I've had candied yam. I mean, I've had all the different variations of sweet potato dishes at Thanksgiving. Like I've had like the sweet potato casserole with the marshmallows baked on the top. I've had like the ones with the walnuts on it. Like there's probably like 20 different ways you can make sweet potato dishes. You could have straight up like mashed sweet potato. You could have whole, like there's all kinds of stuff. Candied yams, I don't like I said, I don't think I've had exactly candied yams.
I've had mashed sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
More often than I've had straight up candied yams.
I want to put candied yams and sweet potato casserole just in the exact same spot because like all of those sweet potato things are good in their own way, but they're all on the same level.
Yeah, but sweet potato casserole's got that topping
With
on
the
it.
marshmallow thing?
With the coconut and the sugar and the delicious and the marshmallows. And
you put candied yams in a category then, because I don't think I've had.
I think it's
like,
a basic
C
C.
tier.
And I think sweet potato casserole is just a little better.
I think it is a little bit better.
Little
I think
better.
B is fair.
Okay. There we go.
I like sweet potatoes and I always have, but this one Christmas almost ruined them for me. If you guys are a little squeamish, this is about throwing up. So like if you don't want to listen, just skip forward. I'm not gonna get too graphic, but like so this one Christmas, we go down to Pittsburgh to visit my mom's side of the family, and on the way there, my sister throws up in the car. And we didn't think anything of it. Like, oh, she's just car sick, you know. We're fine. And then we go have the Christmas dinner, hang out, and then before we leave, my mom throws up.
Oh no!
And I'm going, oh.
You put 2 and 2 together. You did the math.
And I had a lot of sweet potatoes, dude, because it was so good. They made it with the marshmallows on top. And we're driving home, and I'm realizing that I have got whatever they have got.
Oh,
and
no.
when you get nauseous, so I hate throwing up. Like, I know nobody likes it, but for me, I hate throwing up. Like, there's so many things I'd rather do. I'd rather be like, I don't know, kicked in the gut by, I don't know.
Mike Tyson.
By Mike, yeah, sure. Get punched in the gut by Mike Tyson a couple times. Or have my ear bit or whatever. So like throwing up is traumatic for me. I'm really dramatic. I'm a little baby when it comes to that. And you ever just get the waves when you're nauseous? Like you're fine. I'm fine. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. I'm going to throw up. And then it goes back away. And you're like, oh God. So I had that for 2.5 hours on our drive home from Pittsburgh. And we get home and I'm like, I made it. I didn't throw up. Oh, thank God. And I bend over to open up the dog cage to let my dog outside. I'm like, oh, and then I ran to the front door because I wouldn't have made it to the bathroom in time. I open up the front door as fast as I can. All over the front steps, dude.
Oh, no.
My dad had to get the garden hose and rinse it off the steps, and some of it got on our siding. And the worst part was, here's where it gets kind of gross. It was like all sweet potatoes, dude. And it was that color. And that almost ruined sweet potatoes for me. That was my little branch of story. So now, like, I almost feel a little bit nauseous when I eat sweet potatoes now. I think just because of that, which is a shame because I love them so much.
I finally made it home and I didn't throw.
Oh. Well, anyway.
All right. Up next, we got green bean casserole.
Green bean casserole. When it's good, it's really good. When it's bad, it's bad.
This is a hill that I will die on.
Okay.
Green bean casserole is so good.
It is really good.
I love it.
As long as it doesn't have mushrooms in it, like if the cream of mushroom soup is kind of like how you make it, but like there's not solid mushrooms in there.
Chunks of mushrooms.
Yeah, I'm not a mushroom guy.
Yeah.
So as long as there's not solid mushrooms in that casserole, I'm on board.
So you're not a fun guy?
I guess not.
You can cut that out. That was really stupid.
I'm keeping it in.
Don't keep it in.
The internet is going to hear your horrid joke.
Frick, dude. They already heard me mistake squash for sweet potatoes.
Oh, no, bro.
Green bean casserole, I know you don't like mushrooms, and cream of mushroom soup is a key.
But I do like cream of mushroom soup. It's just like the texture for me of mushrooms. Okay. I'm weird.
I like it.
Especially those Crispies on the top, dude. Whatever it is. French fried onions. That's what it is.
I want to put it in S. I don't know about you.
I'll let you, because like I said, when it's good, it's really good.
It is so good. I love green beans. I love a fresh green bean.
Oh, man. It's got to be like hot. It's got to be piping hot.
Yes.
What we got next?
Up next, we got scalloped potatoes. I know how you feel about scalloped potatoes.
What do you feel about them?
I think...
Okay, but what if I expand this to like cheesy potatoes as well?
Like funeral potatoes?
Funeral potatoes.
We did talk about this in the last podcast. But
so like I want to open this up to any kind of like potato like dish, because scalloped potatoes is usually like cheesy, And like what makes them scalloped is the way they're
Yep.
sliced.
They're like julienne, if you will.
So like any kind of cheesy potato dish or cheesy potato casserole,
Okay.
they could be like in hash brown form, not hash brown, but like hashed.
Yeah.
Like the thin little,
little
hashes, I guess you'd call that. So I want to open up the floor to that if you like any of those better. Those are S for me.
Yep.
I love me some cheesy potatoes.
So scalloped potatoes and I have sort of an awkward relationship.
Oh man.
Where if I don't think I've ever had like straight up potato, cut the potato, make scalloped potatoes. I've had like the frozen scalloped potatoes.
Okay.
And that's not as good.
I would have to agree. But like when you get fresh homemade stuff, and there's lots of different ways you can make it with different cheeses. You could have something like kind of cheddar, or you could have one that's more like Swiss on top. But like cheesy potatoes, scalloped potatoes, man, really good stuff. That's going to be taking up a big part of my plate. Yeah. That's an S tier for me.
We'll put it at S tier. They're good. Delicious.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Here's another controversial one.
Cranberry sauce. All right, so
take it away, Webster.
Okay, I'm nervous because I don't know. Maybe we've talked about this before or not. Okay, so from the can is unfortunately the way most Americans have their cranberry sauce. From the can is not great. It's like a guilty pleasure sometimes. Like it's almost so bad it's good, but like homemade is always way better. And I eat it by itself. I don't put it on things. But I like cranberry sauce, preferably homemade. I will eat the stuff from the can, even though it's not that great. It's like a weird thing. It's like having a ballpark frank or like a really cheap piece of bologna sandwich. Like it's so bad it's good kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how I feel about it. But for me, it'd probably be like a B or probably a C.
Okay. So I hate the canned cranberry sauce,
which is fair.
My brother loves it, but that's just my brother being my brother. No offense, but we make homemade cranberry sauce every year. We make it for Thanksgiving, we make it for Christmas, and we make it for Easter. And it is the thing that I look forward to every holiday, just because it's so fresh. We use fresh cranberries. We use fresh apples. Dude, and like in the ingredients, they are so good. It is such a nostalgic taste that every time I eat it, I'm like, oh, it's Christmas. I'm sitting in my PJs. I'm watching TV. I'm just eating bowls and bowls and bowls of it. I don't put it on top of stuff, but
yeah, I don't get the whole mixing it with things. No. I mean, maybe like some people throw it on their turkey, but I don't know. It's not really my thing. But I guess when I rated it, I was talking about the can. The can would be C or D, but like homemade and fresh is really good. Yes. And it's almost like it would be good to put on toast. Like, I guess depending on what way you make it. It would be. Like almost like a jelly.
Yeah.
Like if you made it a little more like a jelly, it'd be so good. Ooh. Like a cranberry jelly almost.
So the way we make it, it's almost like a relish. Like, you know, when you have relish, it's like kind of chunky.
Yeah.
And
I have had it.
It's not very creamy. That's like how we make it. And it's so good.
I bet
it rocks. But
you're gonna have to try some.
I think, you're gonna have to try some of my cranberry sauce.
Homemade is gonna be an A for me. Canned would be like D.
Okay. Homemade for me is an S. And then cranberry sauce in the can is an F for me.
Cranberry sauce might be the most controversial thing on the Thanksgiving table. People love it or hate it. So I haven't met anybody. It's like, oh, it's okay.
What did you say for canned cranberry sauce?
Canned is D.
Okay.
Homemade is A.
So canned cranberry sauce, D. Homemade. And then I'll agree with you. We'll do homemade A.
Well, I mean, we can throw it at S if you wanted an S.
I think it's S. If you disagree, that's okay. We'll agree to disagree.
I like A, but it sounds really important to you, so I'll let you put it in S.
We'll put homemade then in S.
I like that.
Got some desserts coming up.
Into the desserts.
Ooh, baby.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Okay.
All right. What we got first?
First, we have apple pie with ice cream.
With ice cream.
With ice cream.
I guess I'm just going to apple pie in general, and then I usually prefer ice cream on top.
Okay.
Also, if you put cheese on your apple pie, shut up.
Who's putting cheese on their apple pie?
That's like apparently the tradition is putting a slice of American cheese on your apple pie. I know. Isn't it stupid? And they're always like, no, but you got to try. No,
it's a Wisconsin thing. Go figure.
Yeah, but like, it's a tradition.
17th
putting
and 18th
cheese.
centuries, a dairy-based sauce.
That was how they served it. Like when apple pie was kind of first became a thing, that was a tradition to put cheese on it.
Okay. This picture looks like it's not like
American
a square
cheese. Yeah.
cheese, like that square slice of cheese.
Right.
This looks like it's actual cheese and not like processed
brie
cheese.
or something, like a fancy cheese.
I understand that because a lot of cheeses go very well with fruit. But
yeah, or even like a cream cheese.
if I'm going
or
to
something.
Thanksgiving at like somebody's house
Yeah.
and they're like, here's a slice of apple pie, and there's like a Kraft single
Yeah,
on top of that
no.
bad boy, I'm
Yeah.
leaving.
Who putting cheese?
Who's
on their
putting
pie?
cheese on that? You putting cheese on your pie?
Like, gosh, that makes me angry when people talk about that.
Oh.
I mean, like I said, good for you if you're using like a fancy cheese or a nice one, but like if you're slapping Kraft singles on there, like you said,
Get
dude,
out of town.
literally get out of town and not like to your relative's house.
Not to grandma's house.
But apple pie is really good when it's good, man. Especially, have you
Mhm.
had Dutch apple pie?
Dutch apple pie is my
Yeah,
favorite.
apple.
I
cr-
love
oh, apple crisp, dude.
crisp.
See, apple crisp is better than, for me, it is better than like both of those. Apple
Yeah.
crisp is like my number one out of like
Mhm.
apple pie and apple.
Apple crisp is
Dutch
so
apple pie.
good.
Oh, and that's not even on here. But I'm gonna put it all in one thing, like apple crisp, Dutch apple pie, and apple pie because they're very similar.
Mhm.
Really good. If we were just apple crisp, that'd be S tier for me.
Okay.
But
If
straight
we're
up
mixing them all
apple,
together.
yeah. I'm gonna put it in S, and we'll.
Okay.
And I didn't even hear your opinion yet.
Dutch apple pie is like my favorite pie,
Mhm.
hands down. So I agree with you in putting it in S.
Well, I guess apple crisp is just deconstructed Dutch apple pie, right?
Basically.
Because the topping's like the same.
Mhm.
But yeah, dude, apple crisp, apple pie.
Apple pie is such like an American staple too.
It is too. And dude, yeah, S tier, especially for apple crisp.
S tier apple pie. I like how every time you have me on the podcast, we just like get really excited about food.
Oh, dude, like I'm hungry right now.
I'm
man.
hungry too. I cannot wait for Thanksgiving.
Oh
I'm
man,
so
just
excited.
2 more days.
Ooh, I've got a controversial topic for you. That's sort of
Oh.
I should have talked about it when we began.
Okay.
When you make a turkey
Okay.
and you bake it, inside of the turkey they have like the neck and the liver and the heart.
Yes.
Do you eat those?
No.
No? I want you to hear me out.
Oh.
I want you
Okay.
to
Oh, well,
hear me out.
okay.
The neck, the meat on the neck, if you like dark meat, it's so good. It is
Okay.
so
Is it-
juicy.
I'm assuming it's tender
It's very tender.
because that wouldn't be like a part of their body they use a lot, so therefore it'd
Mhm.
be more tender.
It is so tender. It is so good. I'll eat the neck almost every year.
No, but the giblets, like the heart and stuff.
We always get the heart and liver because that's what comes in the
Okay.
what-
I've
that's
never
what
had
comes in
any
turkey.
liver before.
The liver sucks.
Okay.
Don't waste your time. The heart, however, is surprisingly good.
Well, I could understand the heart because like even a lot of deer hunters eat deer heart, which is
Mhm.
supposedly really good.
Mhm.
I'd be down to try it. I've just personally never done it.
I'm not like sitting there at the Thanksgiving table like, hey, pass me the heart. No, I'm like eating a little bit of the neck and like, oh, we made the heart this year. All right, I'll take a little slice.
I'd be down to try it. I'm not trying the liver.
No, the liver
I'd try
sucks.
the neck. I think that'd be good
The neck is always really good.
because the way like meat works is the parts of their body they use the least are the most tender. That's kind of like,
Yeah.
so it makes sense that their neck would be tender
Mhm.
and like flavorful. So yeah, I'd be down to try that.
Mhm. It is so
I
good.
guess when you first brought it up, I was like, oh God.
Oh
no.
God, this guy.
Yeah, this guy. Well, I thought you just meant like the giblets, I guess, or the guts, but
No,
I mean, obviously
just
like the heart.
the neck, the heart,
Yeah.
and the liver. The liver
Yeah.
sucks, but the heart and the neck are pretty.
I've never tried liver and I'm scared to.
Don't waste
Like
your
of
time.
any animal.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah. Okay.
Liver's gross.
Good.
Anyway, back to the good stuff. Up next, we got pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. Oh, I was trying to figure out what they did there.
Those are the apple pie.
Pumpkin pie. Store bought is kind of mid, but homemade is really good. Like if you go to our local store, would be Tops, like around here.
Tops, Giant Eagle, Wegmans.
Yeah, Wegmans is pretty good. But like for me, store-bought pumpkin pie, I'll have it, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, pass that pumpkin pie.
If grandma's coming over though with a homemade pumpkin
Oh
pie,
yeah, dude. You better bet it. It's
Yeah.
really good.
that thing's going quick.
And like you gotta load that thing with whipped cream, dude.
Mhm.
Pumpkin pie is great.
I do love pumpkin pie. I feel like there are other pies that I would
Yeah, I
have,
would
though.
probably lean to other ones as well.
Because pumpkin pie is one of those pies that like you can either undercook it or overcook it so easily.
Yeah,
And
that's
like
so true.
the perfect pie is so hard to achieve.
Also, the crust is just so good on a pumpkin pie, man.
I love pie crust.
But like, unfortunately, like most of the time, you're probably gonna have that Walmart Giant Eagle Wegmans pie.
Yeah, that like it comes in the box.
And it's not like horrible. Like I'd still give it probably a or B tier, but no, I'd probably give it a B or C for store bought. But for homemade, I want to give it A.
Okay, so
For like the best case scenario.
Yeah, for the best case scenario. So do you want to meet in the middle and put it in B, or do you want to put it in A?
I like A for that.
Okay, we'll put it in A.
If that's okay.
Yeah, because it's not as good as like apple pie. I'd rather have apple pie.
I'd rather have any kind of fruit pie.
Mm-hmm. Well, pumpkin's a fruit.
It's a squash. You know, it's not a squash.
I don't want to talk about this. Up next, pecan pie.
Pecan pie. Now, I haven't had a lot of it, but I've definitely had it, and it is very good.
It is so good.
That's like, and hot. Like when it's piping hot, it's really good. Also, that pecan swirl pancake you had from Flip Cafe, dude, was amazing.
That was so good.
Where do you want to put this? You've had it more than me, I'd imagine.
Pecan pie it's good, but last time I had it, it was kind of just like, I mean, it's pie. I don't think I'd go out of my way to go get a pecan pie.
So you'd probably rather have like an apple pie?
I'd probably rather have an apple pie.
Would you have a pumpkin pie over a pecan pie?
I think they're the same to me.
They're about the same?
They're about the same. They're both really good, but it's like,
especially like a perfect homemade one. I mean, homemade is always better, but like pecan pie, dude, I probably want to put it about the same with pumpkin pie, like in A.
Okay, we'll put it in A. We haven't had a single F tier.
Well, yeah, we have not. I mean, I'm trying to think of anything I've ever seen at the table that would even be F tier. Like maybe there's some other dishes that like I'm not even thinking of. I mean, I guess we were watching the Dude Perfect Thanksgiving stereotypes, and there was like, it was like the forbidden casserole or something.
Oh yeah.
I feel like sometimes you maybe see like a casserole that's kind of like sketch or you don't know what's in it.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of casseroles are always turned down just from the way they look. What's ambrosia salad?
Oh, I'll tell you one.
Wait.
What?
Is this what I think it is? I love ambrosia salad.
What is ambrosia salad?
Every like 4th of July we make a thing. What's it called? I forget what it's called, but it's like oranges, pineapples, marshmallows, and then there's this little like pasta.
Oh,
it's kind of like they're shaped like little
elbows.
It's kind of shaped like rice.
Oh yeah,
I forget what it's called.
Is it just riced pasta?
Kinda. I gotta ask somebody because I think that's what ambrosia salad is, but I've never had it on Thanksgiving.
The only other thing I could think of, my mom mentioned me the other day that like Jello salad was a thing.
Oh.
And it's like really weird. Like you should look it up. Yeah,
there
it is. Look. Jello
Jello
salad. Like I'm not even exactly sure what it is, but
is that cabbage?
I think.
All right. Jello salad F. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. We got our
There's shrimp.
Shrimp? What in tarnation?
What? They be putting shrimp in the Jello salad?
Have you ever had like a year at your house where you had like non-traditional stuff for Thanksgiving? Like have you guys ever like, hey, let's get a pizza or like make surf and turf or something? Or like seafood?
We've done, I think we did pizza one year on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Because we had, do you want to turn your phone up a little bit?
Sorry.
We had, I think there was one year where it snowed like crazy and we couldn't make it to, I think it was our uncle's house who lived up in the city, and we couldn't make it. And like, we didn't make anything because we planned on going somewhere for Thanksgiving. So we didn't have anything. So I think we just got a pizza that night. We've only done that like once though.
Yeah. I mean, I've just heard of families like just being like, hey, let's change it up this year. And especially like seafood or like steak and shrimp.
That sounds good.
Yeah. I think we did that one year before, like some ribs or something.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. And then there's a couple more on the list of like things that are on here that we haven't tried, or like things that are on here, but like we haven't had at Thanksgiving time. Like there's other desserts like cheesecake and
lemon meringue pie,
red velvet. So it's like those things I've had and I like or don't like, but like I don't usually have them on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I don't think we can accurately rate these for a Thanksgiving tier list.
I do want to know what was it? Squash casserole. Like I'm wondering what that is.
I'll tell you what it's not.
Sweet potato.
It's not yams.
Oh yeah, yams.
Squash. Hey now.
You're an all-star.
What
copyright.
I mean, you're a good guy.
I bet it's good.
Get your frank on.
I just wonder what squash it is. Like what type of squash? Like butternut squash, maybe?
Tender squash, gooey cheese, crunchy crackers.
I mean, it sounds good in theory. Paula Deen's squash casserole.
Paula Deen.
How many sticks of butter in it?
7, at least.
Oh, it does say butter on there. I bet it's good.
Well, if the school Wi-Fi would, I don't know, maybe get its stuff together.
Have you ever had spaghetti squash?
I have.
Dude, it's really good.
It's surprisingly good.
Like if they made that casserole with spaghetti squash, I think it'd be pretty good. Also, like zucchini's another squash. I bet if they made it with that, that'd be fantastic. But yeah, can't say I've had squash casserole.
I haven't had squash casserole. It looks good.
I would definitely try it. It sounds good.
Yeah, it looks fire. Baked potatoes.
Peach cobbler's on there too.
I've had that
at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's a really good. Oh yeah, we need to talk about the other pies that aren't on the list, like blackberry pie, strawberry
pie.
You ever had strawberry rhubarb pie?
I have actually for the first time,
Dude, I like
very
it.
recently. It's good.
Stuff. You ever had rhubarb just by itself? Dude, it's so weird, but it's so good. Like it's really tart, like really sour, but dude, it's good.
Oh,
it's good stuff.
I like sour things, so I think I'd like rhubarb.
We used to grow it in our yard, and then I think it got mowed over or something. But like it used to grow in our yard, and it was so good. But peach cobbler, dude, is up there, like really good stuff.
Peach cobbler, peach pie.
Peach pie. You ever had like other types of cobblers too? Like I'm trying to think what the other ones are, but
I got one, and not like something that's not traditional.
Blueberry cobbler? I've had that.
Ooh,
that was really.
I've never
good.
had that, but we made. I forget what it's called, but we took like graham cracker crust, and then Jello and whipped cream, and we mixed it together, and then we cut strawberries and then threw it in, and it was like a pie. It was like a cream pie kind of.
That sounds good.
It's so good. That's like a more untraditional.
One of I don't know if you've ever had this before. It's like strawberry pretzel Jello.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
you
is
ever had that?
Good.
It's like it's got the pretzels on the bottom. It's like pretzels with brown sugar and butter mixed together. Yep. So it kind of like hardens into like this hard crust.
Yeah.
It's like sweet and salty.
Oh, that is so good.
And then you got the like cream cheese layer and then Jello. I think the Jello sits on the top, like the red strawberry Jello with strawberry pieces in it. Yeah, dude.
Good stuff.
I think that's about it.
Yeah. Everything else.
We brought up all the pies.
Yeah.
Like
I don't like cherry pie.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's when it's good, but there's so many other fruits I'd rather have in a pie. But it's still good. Strawberry rhubarb is underrated, overrated. Yep. Any kind of berry pie is right up my alley.
Yeah,
dude.
like a blackberry, kind of like a raspberry pie.
Blueberry, raspberry. Oh, that'd be good. Strawberry. Yeah, dude, berry pie is good stuff.
Man. I'm just so excited.
I'm really hungry, and I can't wait for Thanksgiving.
I cannot wait to give thanks and eat some food. To give thanks.
And I don't know. I'll cut that out. I just got giggly. I guess I was thinking about just like I mean, I usually have a really good Thanksgiving. Like I get along with my family very well, but like I hear these stories that people say just about how crazy their families get, or like the screaming, shouting about politics at the table, or fights break out. And like, all I know is that at one point I was the little annoying cousin that asked about games on my cousin's phone. Like, hey, you got games on your phone? Because like,
can we go play football?
you go. Oh, I wish our family did a football
Me
game,
too.
dude. That'd be so much fun. But like, we don't have any crazy traditions for Thanksgiving. It's just like we usually go to either my mom's side of the family in Pittsburgh or my dad's side of the family, and we go to like Spartansburg. And like we have everybody over, we eat, we watch the football games that are on, and then go about our day.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I have any crazy traditions either. Just hang out with some family, watch some football, sit on the couch. That's about it.
I want to close it with, when is the earliest you should be playing Christmas music?
That's funny. I was going to ask you that this morning when I was driving here. I was trying to think of like a small talk thing to talk about. Yeah. But
what's the earliest appropriate time to be listening to Christmas music?
So I just had a birthday, November 19th.
21.
21, baby.
Yeah.
I think that the earliest you can do it is November 20th.
November 20th.
Because every year I'm always like, if I hear Christmas music before or during my birthday, I'm going to be upset.
Yeah.
And I actually heard some on the 20th. Where was I? I was in Walmart, and they're playing Christmas music, and then it like cut to some other music.
Like
so they're filtering it in right now.
Okay. Yeah,
so
they usually filter it in. Yeah.
Either after my birthday is when I'm always like, all right, whatever. Now we can do that, or after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I think in my mind, like the earliest appropriate time is right after Thanksgiving. Well, I guess most of the time I only hear it if the radio's on, which is almost never, except like when we're driving in a car together as a family, because my mom plays the radio. And that's usually when I first start to hear it. And now that I have like Spotify, maybe I'll put it on like the week of Christmas or like the week before. But like, I'm usually not going to go like out of my way to listen to it. But if it's on a radio or if it's on at work, we have a Bluetooth speaker and we'll put on whatever music we put on. We've been listening to it for the last week, unfortunately, which is too soon in my opinion. I wish we'd just wait until after Thanksgiving and then like, sure. But yeah.
I mean, that's when we put our decorations up. It's like, after we eat Thanksgiving dinner, my mom will be like, all right, let's go put up some Christmas lights.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's a good tradition too. Yeah. But like, I think Thanksgiving gets so overlooked by Christmas and gets like just overshot by Christmas.
Yeah. And I feel like the magic of Christmas like kind of goes away as you get older.
Dude. Because like looking back, Christmas was so magical.
The last like maybe 4 Christmases have just been like, oh, it's Christmas. All right.
And honestly, like I feel like the best part of Christmas is like just seeing family members. I guess especially for me, because we usually go out of town and see the side of the family in Pittsburgh that I only see a couple times a year. But yeah, like Thanksgiving is so overlooked and I wish people appreciated it more. And like, obviously like a big part of it is the food, but like just seeing family and like if you do your big turkey bowl, your backyard football. And also just like if you're hanging out with your parents or your family and helping cook the food, a lot of people dread the cooking part, but I think that's the part you should enjoy, especially if everyone's going to be like having it, like put your heart into that turkey or that ham.
Have fun doing it.
Have fun with it. Make it good. Whip it up. Make it good.
Whip it up.
But yeah.
Move ahead.
Well, hopefully we helped you kill some time at your relative's house and while your cousins are asking to play games on your phone and your family's arguing in the background.
Or you're preparing for the turkey bowl.
Yeah,
you're about to throw 2,000 yards.
And 7 touchdowns.
7 touchdowns.
About to have a record-breaking game. Got to go burn off those calories before or after the meal. But I hope you guys are all having a lovely Thanksgiving. And that wraps up today's tier list. Remember, these are just our own opinions. Thanks again, Jake, for being on the show. Always a pleasure to have you.
It's always fun to be here.
Absolutely. Well, thanks again for tuning in to Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and we'll see you next week.